One of the most exciting things about urban landscapes is capturing that sense of scale and that sense of drama, even when the buildings are looming on top of you. Here's a couple of ways to do that. When you think about landscapes, you might think about panoramas, and they're as brilliant a shot here in the city as they are out in the countryside. Now, a few things to bear in mind for urban landscape panoramas is that you need your feet to do an awful lot of zooming. We've had to walk about half a mile away from the main estate over there to get a wide enough view of it. The other thing you need to do is when you're setting your panorama, here's my top tip for them, is to rehearse your shot before you do it. Position your body kind of in the middle of the shot so you're not having to reposition your feet and introduce any jerky movements into the panorama. Make sure you know where you're beginning and where you're ending. I like to create a kind of frame either side of my panorama and point upwards, because you don't want to crop off any of the tops of these magnificent buildings, and make sure you're far enough back so you've also got the ground as well. Let's give it a go. That's my frame on the left set, and then just very gently moving across. You can see that arrow in the middle of the screen just guiding me along the way, and because I rehearsed it, I've got the top of that building in nicely and I've got the ground on it, and there is the end point. I'm very happy with that. Something I find is that black and white photography is a perfect fit for urban landscapes. It creates a sense of drama, a sense of timelessness, but also the stark lines and the reflections become accentuated when you're shooting in black and white. Now, I'm going to be controversial because I'm going to say that you shouldn't shoot in black and white. Personally, I tend to shoot in colour and then edit in black and white later on, because believe it or not, there are different types of black and white, and sometimes you want the option to have both a black and white and a colour version. But if your phone supports it, then actually framing up in black and white can help you to find those lines and to help you see how the final image might look. Different phones give you different ways to edit the images that you've taken. On this one here, you can go into the settings, into the adjustment settings. You want to look for saturation, and you see here we've got this slider bar. If I slide it all the way down here, then all of the color's gone and I've got a black and white image. You can dial that up, dial it back, compare to the original. That's one way of doing it. Some other phones have also got filters, so let's tap on filters and have a look for the black and white filter compared to the original. Again, dial it back a little bit if you like. What black and white has done here is made all of the blacks, all of the details a lot sharper. See these vapor trails from the aeroplanes nearby. When it's in colour, you can't make them out, but in black and white, they're really, really clear and vibrant, adding a lot more interest to this image. I think I prefer this version, so that's what I'm going to go with.